All right, it's your boy KJ, the host of the broadcast podcast SL Sports Language, giving the livest, latest news about sports and events. Now, I'll put it to you like this. If you got an opinion, you can debate me about it, right? If you disagree with what I say, you can debate me about it. Hold on for a second. If you don't like what I said or say, debate me about it! Speaking of debating me about it, put it in the comment section. Hold on, the comment section, like, comment, subscribe. Like, comment, subscribe, so you can debate me about it. So you get your latest news and reports about sports on SL Sports Language, hosted by your boy KJ. Now here we go. Back to NFL content, back to NFL news. We got to talk about my boy, Shiloh Sanders. Now, if y'all haven't heard the news, you know what I mean, but you probably already did. But he has a name, but then again, he doesn't. We can get into that on the opinion side of my video. But Shiloh Sanders have been waived. Honestly, that's just a fancy word for cut, because he didn't get traded. It's not like you heard another team gonna pick him up anytime soon, maybe. But he has been waived, which is another fancy term for cut. If this was, what was that show, The Hard Knock Life? And if it was in Tampa, this how we would go. Hello? Yes, Shiloh Sanders. This the GM for Tampa Bay. Yeah, what's up? Listen, Shiloh, I think you're a good kid, man. I think you play hard, but you didn't make the team. All right. So, my main man, Shiloh Sanders, man, he got cut. He came from the Colorado Buffaloes. Before that, Jackson State. And before that, he was coaching with his dad at an academy. So, Shiloh Sanders, he got the first real taste of the bottom end of football. He got the first real taste of, it didn't, I guess you could say, work his way. He been through injuries. He been through, making the lineup at Colorado Buffaloes, playing under his dad. But now being in the big leagues, it's just not panning out so far. You know what I mean? So here's the facts. He got cut from Tampa Bay Buccaneers. He's a safety. You know what I mean? We all know he played for his dad. We all know who his dad is. Deion Sanders, prime time, Neon Deion, Atlanta Falcons. Then Super Bowl win at the 49ers. Super Bowl win at the Cowboys. You know what I mean? We all know who his brother is. Shadur Sanders, who played right along with him. His number was retired, covered Colorado Buffaloes. You know what I mean? Number 2, I believe. Yeah. And, it just didn't work out for your boy. It just really did it. And I just feel like I seen this coming. I'm going to be honest with y'all. Did I have hope for the brother? Yes, but I seen this coming. So with this video, it's going to be a little bit of facts and mostly opinion. You know what I mean? Because we already know the facts. There's nothing really, we can report on certain things, but from an eye point of view, from a person who analyzes sports, analyzes the game, let me tell y'all like this, right? Shiloh Sanders really wasn't like that. He was all right. Talent, yes. Heart, he got that heart. You know what I mean? Is he nice? Yes, but he really wasn't like that. And I know what you're probably thinking. KJ, you say he's nice, you say he's talented, but he wasn't like that. You're not making any sense. Just like how y'all came for me with the Travis Hunter thing. No, y'all gotta listen to what God has given you, because best believe I'm using my voice so it can touch those perfectly good hearing ears that God has gave you. Is he all right? Yes. Is he nice, as in like he can play, you can put him on the field? Yes. As in like a recurring player on your roster? Yeah. As a substitute? Yes. That's what I mean. Is he A-list? No. B-list? Kinda. C-list? Above average. And that's what I mean. Shiloh Sanders, watching him at Colorado Buffalo, I mean, did he make an impact? Some games, but not all. See, when you look at different players that's really like that, you know what I mean? Not only heart, talented, work ethic, but they're going to make an impact almost nearly every game. Now, you can say, well, he was injured, so he can play certain games. We get that. But if Shiloh was such a good player defensively, then how come all those times when they were used to play against teams like Oregon, y'all knew that blowout game, play against teams like Stanford when they came back that one night, one of the greatest comebacks in college football, or the game against USC. You see what I'm saying? You see the picture that I'm trying to paint? If anything, Colorado Buffs wasn't even known for their defense. It's really the offense that bailed out. the Colorado Buffs. Those games were close because of their offensive games. The defense, you couldn't really count on the defense to do anything besides Travis Hunter. But it's really Travis Hunter wide receiver skills that put him on the map in terms of Colorado. At one point, you can make an argument Travis Hunter was a better wide receiver than a defensive back. But that's just me though. I still think he should be a defensive back in the NFL rather than a wide receiver. But I digress. Me personally, I don't think, and I'm just saying this like to keep it a buck, Shiloh Sanders wasn't like that. Like when I would see him play, the tackles that he would make, it's like, I get it. You want to play like a video game, but bro, this is real life. That's why it's called the basics. See, if you don't know how to play the basics, somebody's going to take your spot. That's why to all you seniors out there, I don't care how many times you transfer. To all you college athletes out there, I don't care how many times you transfer to team to team. I don't care how many times. I don't care how much money the NIL is paying you. Like Larry Johnson said, who's an NBA great, if you don't know your basics, those other guys are going to take your spot. And that's what happened when it came to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Shedeur Sanders, I feel like wasn't fundamentally sound in terms of the way he moved his feet. Whether it be backpedaling, whether it be the tackles, especially his tackles. Like every time he tackles, he doesn't really wrap his arms like that. Like I never seen Shiloh Sanders make a clutch tackle. I never seen him do shoelace tackle. I never seen him wrap somebody down and pull them down to stop a play, to stop a job. He always try to go for a big hit. Now I love Sean Taylor. I love Lawrence Taylor. But those dudes still had fundamentals. You gotta make a clean tackle. You can't always make a big hit all the time. I was looking in the comment section, right? And it kind of dawned on me. And it was pretty funny. Because most of the comment section was like, he's talented, but if he learns how to tackle better, or doesn't miss plays, or doesn't overt himself, or overcommit, dude can be special. And here's what they mean. I was reading this comment section, right? Reading this one comment. And somebody said something that it makes sense. Shiloh Sanders look like he tackles with his eyes closed. And the way he plays, yeah, it kind of looks like that. Like, bro, you're a safety for crying out loud. You don't have to always make big hits. Just make a stop. Just wrap them down. Now, you have different kinds of players, you know what I mean, at certain positions. Whether they be versatile or whether they only key with this element of playing or key with that element of playing. Like, if you're a cornerback, you can be a hard-hitting cornerback. Or you can be a clutch, like intercepting type of cornerback. Or you can be both. Or if you're a linebacker, you're a hard-hitting, bull-nose type of linebacker, like a what's my main man name? Ray Lewis. Or you can be a type of linebacker that plays in coverage and gets picks rather than tackles, but you still know the fundamentals. When it comes down to fundamentals, when it comes to one-on-one, you wrap them. When it comes to wide receiver, you do the pedal, swim. When it comes to quarterback, you know how much time you should have this ball in your hand. If your O-line is not protect you as long, so throw it to the sideline. You get what I'm saying? So you can throw specialties and you can do your special type of playing style, but if you don't have those grassroots of fundamentals such as tackling, bro, the league don't want you. And with Shiloh Sanders, it's even more evident that they really didn't want him for real. And I'll put it to you like this. Just because your last name was a Sanders doesn't mean you're gonna get far. Yeah, you're gonna get far in terms of the type of last name you have or the type of father that you had in the NFL Super Bowl winner, MVP caliber. But if you're not like that, you're not like that. It don't matter what kind of last name you got. If you trash, you trash. If you mediocre, you mediocre. If you above average, you above average. So don't matter if you undrafted or late round drafted. No pun intended. If you're not like that, if you can't make a decent tackle, if you can't make key plays in the offseason, if your name is not, if it doesn't have a good, like, if you have a, and I'm not saying Shiloh Sanders has a bad name or a bad reputation, but if you're not doing things to help your name or to help you stay on the field, no pun intended, with that fight with the Buffalo Bills, bro, they don't want you. Especially if they didn't need you in the first place. You was an undrafted pick. You was undrafted. And that's because of your last name, if you're really being honest. So if your last name got you in the door, doesn't mean your last name can keep you on the floor. Bars. So if you don't got it, you don't got it. And Shiloh Sanders, I'm being honest, dude just never really had it. Like, yeah, when I watched Shadur Sanders, and did I like his cockiness? Did I like his brash? No. You know what I mean? Was he overdoing it, trying to be like his dad with the chain on the field? Yes. You know, did I like that how Shadur Sanders would talk about his teammates in the O-line in public, talking about certain guys just need to step up, or we need to change some things around instead of keeping that in the locker room? No. You know what I mean? Was I a Sanders hater at one point? A little bit, but that's because the way it was playing. Did I think Shadur Sanders was really that top tier of a quarterback? No, but is he talented and can he play? Yes. But with Shiloh Sanders, just me, not me in the opinion side of the video, just with me alone, Shiloh Sanders never came off as if he was like that. Dude wasn't like that. And for all you Tampa Bay Buccaneers fans, yes, I'm talking to you, Tay-Tay, my sis. No pun intended, no names. Well, I did just say your nickname. Don't be looking up my sister, by the way. What was he going to be good for? Like, honestly, I feel like it's a good thing they cut him, because I feel like that position was more deserving to somebody else, name or not. What was he really good for besides trying to get a big hit all the time? You're not gonna always get a big hit, and it's not like, you know, like QJB said, the user. It's not like he was really getting picks like that. It's not like he was a guru. Yeah, you can say, well, KJ, he just getting in the league. KJ's a different atmosphere. KJ's a different speed. But if you got Deion Sanders as your dad, who is one of the best defensive players of all time, you telling me you didn't learn a few tricks, and you're playing safety, which, no pun intended, is one of the safest positions in the league. All you really got to do, you really the aggressor. You're not the one that's in a crossfire as a wide receiver, about to get your head blown off. You're not the one as a running back, got to go through the hole, and you come across a Ray Lewis, you come across a Choro Palomalu. Dude, you just in the backfield waiting for something to happen. I've never heard a person say, man, I'm afraid to throw the ball down there because I know Shiloh Sanders, he gonna take it from me. He gonna take it back to the crib. Oh man, I'm afraid to come through the middle because I know that safety, Shiloh Sanders, gonna give me that boom boom. He gonna knock me he gonna knock me on the floor. He gonna stop me from getting a first down. Even watching his highlights. Now, I want to put this out there. You can watch a player's highlights. It's highlights. I'm giving y'all food for thought right now. When it comes to highlights, it's highlights. It's their highest element. So you can try to nitpick a highlight, but the highlight reel is going to always show you the good parts or the talented parts. Why don't you think there's not too many low lights? Bars. Think about that. Just food for thought from KJ. You heard it from KJ first. Highlights. Highlights are to show the best of somebody. So the highlights can make you think they really like that. But if you really watch the game, if you really watch those 30 to 40 minutes, you can really see, okay, they not really like that. You can take bits and pieces of highlights and make it look good. Yeah, Shiloh Sanders got hits. He got the hit stick highlights. But does he got as many picks? No. And like I said, it goes back to maybe he's not the type of safety to get picks like that. He's more of a stop the first down. As long as you can stop somebody getting a first down, you all right with me. But come on, Shiloh Sanders wasn't really like that. And yeah, well, you can say, KJ, it's not only Shiloh Sanders on the field. There's 11 players on defense, just like I said, it's 11 players on offense. True that. But Shiloh Sanders, he was just never like that. He never was the type to have great coverage. He never was the type to stop a lot of first downs. He never was the type to, like, I never heard nobody saying, oh, we're going to do double coverage with Shiloh because we know Shiloh going to stop him. Like I said, look at all the Colorado Buffalo games. So that's the proof in the pudding. Dude is okay at best. So, like I said before, just because you got a last name don't mean your last name going to take you far. Just because you got a last name that might get you in the door don't mean it's going to keep you on the floor. Bro. And now it's up for grabs. Is his career over? Was this the last time we see Shiloh Sanders play football? Maybe. I hope. I got nothing but best and hopes and, you know, like, care for the young man. I hope the man still goes far. But even Deion Sanders was like, oh, my son's going to be straight with or without football, which that's how our father's supposed to keep it anyway. So, whether or not, if Shiloh Sanders gets on another team or not, another practice squad, makes the cut, because it is cutting close to the season. And once that season starts, It's going to be hard for you to make that team if they already trimmed that fat. And Shiloh Sanders just so happened to be the fat that they had to trim. So Shiloh Sanders ain't going to be in on NFL JJ for a while now, unless something happens. But yeah, Shiloh Sanders, you know what I mean? I hope everything works out for you. I hope you still can play ball. You know, I don't want to come off as a hater. It's just my facts, my opinions, and my analytics, and my analyzation with my expertise and me watching the game, not just the highlights, nor just the lowlights, the game itself. But yeah, man. I mean, hey, it's your boy KJ giving you my thoughts and opinions, the host of the broadcast podcast, SL Sports Language, and I'll put it to you like this: if you got an opinion, debate me about it. If you disagree with what I say, debate me about it. Hold on. If you don't like what I said or say, debate me about it! Speaking of debate me about it, put it in the comment section. Hold on, the comment section. Like, comment, subscribe. Like, comment, subscribe. So you get your latest news and information about sports from your boy KJ on SL Sports Language. Deuces. More videos, y'all. Roll to 1,000, y'all. Hey.